The cabinet, in its first meeting in 3 months, resolved to support the draft constitution as it is and dared any minister opposed to the document to resign. That directive seemed to target Higher Education Minister William Ruto, who has emerged as the political face of the No campaign.
We are becoming extremely dictatorial. Constitutional matters are not government matters. Government is a facilitator.
With the principle of collective responsibility binding all cabinet ministers to say yes to the draft constitution, what are Ruto's options? Political scientist Mutahi Ngunyi argues that Ruto should stay put and push the no agenda despite a sack threat.
Ruto must wait for Kibaki or Raila to fire him. He must do exactly what Raila did when he disagreed with Kibaki in 2005 referendum.
Ruto also has the option of changing his position to say yes to the draft constitution. But what would be the implications of this?
Changing tact for Ruto is not an option. If he decides to say yes, we are going to bury him politically, and we will bury him alive in this particular instance.
The Higher Education Minister can also opt to go silent, meaning he doesn't openly campaign either for the yes or no sides.
If he chooses to remain quiet, we must read his quietness to mean consent. And we must also record his actions as cowardice.
In 2005, cabinet ministers led by the current Prime Minister opposed the Wako draft, and they were only sacked after the rejection of the constitution in the referendum. The standoff between the Higher Education Minister William Ruto and the two principals, particularly Prime Minister Raila Odinga, seems to have been emboldened yesterday by the cabinet decision. Now, Ruto has to weigh his options, whether to say yes as directed by the cabinet decision or to remain firm in the no camp and risk being kicked out of the cabinet. Francis Gachuri, Citizen Live at 9 in Nairobi.